Look, all Amazon sellers would love to grow their Amazon FBA business. In order to grow your Amazon FBA business, there's really two fundamental levers that you can really pull, and that is increased traffic and also improvement in conversion rates. And basically everything in this video that I will talk about will be in line with that. And my hope is that after going through this video, you would be able to come up with your own growth strategy to accelerate your growth efforts on Amazon. I'm Rick Wong, an Amazon seller and also the face of LandingCube. And if you like content such as this one where we do a deep dive on anything Amazon, please subscribe to our channel. There's only really two levers to increase your sales, and that is to either increase traffic or improve conversion. By leveraging either one of these levers, you would increase sales, but obviously you want to try to improve both. Basically, if you're an Amazon seller, you're probably quite familiar with all these different growth hacking strategies or growth hacks or just any type of tactics in general. They would normally either fall into like one of these buckets. So for example, like one of these like growth hack number one would be to using super URL. That would be under the increased traffic bucket. On the other hand, there's other like tactics such as being able to get like the regular price crossout. That would be under the improved conversion bucket. More or less everything that drives growth hack or different tactics, basically they fall under these two different buckets. And now let's get a little more granular. So let's just talk about traffic. So traffic, how can we actually increase traffic? So there's really three ways: advertisements, products, and marketplace. So marketplace type growth. So that is like basically offering your products in different Amazon marketplaces. So let's talk about advertising first. So there's two ways to advertise basically for Amazon sellers. First way, Amazon PPC. So Amazon PPC, so that would be sponsored brands, sponsored products, and sponsored display. Right, so you can see the sponsored display, sponsored brands, and sponsored products. Basically, sponsored products would be most sellers will be running it. Basically, would show up as the Amazon search result page. With Amazon PPC, I feel my personal opinion is that as a veteran seller, you always should be running it, right? Having a profitable Amazon campaign, PPC campaign is a must. Nowadays, like Amazon PPC is a pay per play type of atmosphere. And if you actually look at the Amazon search results, basically like around 70% is actually eaten up by advertising. So organic traffic is actually the minority on the search result now. Another suggestion for Amazon PPC to increase traffic is that you want to use all the different ad types. So that would be, as I mentioned, sponsored brands, sponsored display, and sponsored products. And within these segments, there are different advertising types that you could really go after. But that is probably a video for another time. So again, one of the key ways is Amazon PPC. You always want to be running them because you also want to get like data to kind of accelerate your other efforts as well. The other method of advertising is off Amazon traffic. So that includes ads from Google, Facebook, and TikTok. And another thing that is great about off Amazon traffic nowadays is that you could actually get 10% sales of the product back under the Amazon brand referral program. So just reading the tea leaves here, I think Amazon is just really trying to get us to push traffic from off Amazon. They're really just screaming at you to do it. Again, it doesn't say on the brand referral program that you'll get some ranking juice by using off Amazon traffic, but the fact that they'll give like 10% rebate just to tell you that there's probably some part of the algorithm that would say, okay, this is driving very good off Amazon traffic. Let's bump them up a little on Amazon, right? Give them that extra momentum, just keep going. And off Amazon traffic, you can also build your own audience via creating your own email list. And that is what landing page is for. So basically landing page, right? We create landing page for Amazon sellers and for you to drive off Amazon traffic, and can provide kind of like a squeeze page where you can actually acquire email from your off Amazon traffic and give them a coupon. So that's one use of off Amazon traffic and LandingCube together. One main way is using Google Ads, and basically it goes into LandingCube, our tool for building landing pages. And another great thing about off Amazon traffic is that if you actually increase this off Amazon traffic, you're potentially increasing your overall market share on Amazon, because the traffic coming from Amazon is finite, right? And by able to like grabbing traffic off of the ecosystem really allows you to really enlarge your potential audience. So that's another positive for using off Amazon traffic. So using advertising to increase your traffic, to increase sales, use Amazon PPC and off Amazon traffic. Another way to increase traffic is by scaling out your products. There are two key ways to scale out your products. Number one is variations. So for example, you see like a white t-shirt, sell like an orange, gray, and a black t-shirt. This is probably the method that is like the lowest hanging fruit, because you already have the product, more or less the product in place, the supply chain, the supplier in place. Basically, you're just going to go to suppliers and say, okay, I want different color of this product, a different variation of this product. And you already have the listing in place more or less. You just maybe need to change the color of your existing photos more or less. That shouldn't be too hard. The harder part in terms of growing via product is probably product launches. So basically, if you're an Amazon seller and looking to grow to 8 figures, you need to be launching product consistently. You're going to get like decent amount of failures, but the winners, right, are your cash cows. So you constantly want to be planting trees all the time. And once you plant a tree, you could actually go back to increasing your variation, and then the cycle keeps going on. And lastly, marketplaces. You're able to offer your product on different marketplaces on Amazon. Basically, you're leveraging like the same thing, the same assets that you have, your supply chain, your listing, your product. So getting the product is actually very important, because if you have like a 5-star product in the US and offer it into different marketplaces, the chances are that this is a five-star product across the board. And also the reviews that you get on your US marketplace will basically show up on the other marketplace as well. So let's just say you have 100 reviews on the US marketplace. You sell your product on the same ASIN in UK, Germany, France, and Japan. You will also get 100 reviews on the listing on these marketplaces. In UK, Germany, and Japan in particular are very large marketplaces, and very large opportunity for you to really grow your sales by just offering in different marketplaces. So the formula for increasing traffic over using product is this: increased sales equals to product times variation times marketplaces. But I just want to also hammer on 2 additional consideration. When you're actually selling a physical product, to increase revenue, you want to consider how often and how much. How often as in how many times a particular customer might buy from you, and how much. How much can you charge the customer? When you're considering the how often, is it a repeatable purchase, right? For example, if somebody is buying like a digital camera, the chances are they'll just buy a digital camera and probably won't buy again for a while. On the other hand, if the person is purchasing supplements or vitamins, the chances are they'll run out within a month. And if he or she likes your product, you might get a recurring purchases. How often and how much? It's how much can you actually charge for a product? For example, a cell phone case, how much can you charge for that? Like probably not more than $20. But on the other hand, if you sell like say a scientific instrument, you could actually charge like over $100. So these considerations are very important when you actually choosing your product and choosing your niche. Also to consider is that when you're choosing your niche, you probably want to choose a niche that you have like a decent understanding of. Also considering how often and how much. Right? Then use the data to confirm. Using the data from Helium 10 or Jungle Cells to confirm the niche that you have interest in and also know a bit of, right? I think it's a better idea for you to kind of pick the niche, then confirm with research, then just looking at the data, then just sell a one-off product without considering the overall long-term effects of the actual niche. Now let's talk about conversions. So conversion or conversion rate optimization is probably one of my favorite topics, and it hasn't been talked about too much. And I haven't seen too many Amazon sellers like really break it down. Basically, improvement in conversion is narrowed down to basically 2 factors: your listing optimization and also your search engine optimization. With the listing optimization, that would be product images, videos, A+ content, and also use up all the real estate in both your product display page and also on the search result. And for the search engine optimization bucket, there's also the fundamentals that you need to know about search engine optimization. I'll get into that later. The title and bullets, and also the search term backend, basically 250 odd characters that you can add on the backend. Okay, so for the listing optimization, you want to have really good product images. The main images, it needs to fill out as much white space as possible and maximize your product. There should also be no confusion of what your product is. For example, this is a cat condo. It's very obvious. There is no other product in the photo. You can see like there's other images that tells the benefits of the product, and number 2, the specs and the size of the product, which is a very good way to basically the customer to visualize the size of what they're getting. And lastly, you also want to have a lifestyle image where the actual shopper can visualize how they are going to use the product, and that would give them a more of a likely chance of converting. And you can see like lastly at the end there is a video there as well. So videos has known to increase conversions, right? If the shopper see a video, I would say like 80% of the time they would just click and play it because they also really want to see what the product looks like live, right? In video, right? When they say like picture worth 1,000 words, but video probably worth a lot more. Also, I think we just talk about videos. So if you actually create a nice video, you could actually do like a nice video ads to advertise on the middle of the search results. You can see here. And nowadays, video ads is all the rage. I think the ROI coming from video ads is quite good. For my clients, it's probably 3x. So you definitely want to have a very nice video, not only for your product images, but also be able to advertise for it. And lastly, having a very good A+ content. So like, I know this is just talk about A+ content, but I really want to like go through this listing that I just saw. I think it's quite good. It's not only the A+ content that they did amazing on, but also the different elements of crowding out their listing, to crowd out their competitors on their listing, to only showcase their own products, right? So if you actually like roll down all the way, say here, so they have something called virtual bundles, right? They're able to like bundle their product with their other products, basically take away large portion of their real estate, and you could barely see their competition. So their competition is like right here, US Art Supply, but the majority chunk of the real estate is taken over by their own products, and they leverage the virtual bundle function within Amazon to be able to do that. And next, this is more like advertising, but here they're able to advertise quite a bit of their own product in their sponsored product advertising here. So they're able to like crowd out some of the competitors by advertising on their own listing. And then there's this part, right? This part I really like, the additional coupons. The coupons where you get like 15% off by purchasing more than one of their products. So that would be basically increase sales by increasing the average order value. They are able to basically again crowd out the competition by having like this section enlarged, and then just offering their own products and preventing their competition from getting any real estate in their product listing page. And then lastly, I'll talk about the A+ content. A+ content, not only that, it looks amazing, right? Like they fill out as much of the module as possible. So you see like the module has certain specs. They maximize the specs in terms of size, in terms of the different modules. Just amazing listing in general, this one. And you can see like their sponsored product post, the Amazon post. They seem like they've been like constantly posting. So yeah, you can see like a lot of their posts just dominate the bottom part of their listing. And then the videos, they have a lot of user generated videos that basically their customer uploaded, and also they probably uploaded as well. So you see Artesia, they also upload a lot of the video themselves. That also crowd out a lot of competition. If you don't like upload any videos, then what shows up here is your competitor's product. Right, so you definitely want to upload some of your own. And I believe that if you load some of your videos, Amazon will have a preferential treatment to the product that you upload that is of your brand, right? So definitely want to like upload any type of video of your product here. The last part about conversion rates is the search engine optimization. The fundamentals of SEO on Amazon is that you should not have any duplicates. So if I put cat condos in different parts of my listing, let's just say cat condos and title, bullets, and backend search term, there's no additional value after the first cat condo keyword that I put. So no duplicates. Number 2, no commas. Commas basically a wasted space. So what you would do is just put a space in between each word. No plurals. So if I have cat versus cats, you do not want to put both together. If I put cat, I would be indexed for both cat and also cats as well, right? So there's no value in adding in your plural with your singulars. And lastly, no extra spaces and no special characters. So no special spaces as in after the first space, right? You do not need to create another space. No, so double spacing is a no-no, basically a waste of the characters. In terms of search engine optimization, a key component to it would be title and bullets. The best keywords would normally be in the front of the title, because if a customer were to like search the product on say their mobile, they could only see like the first part of their title. So you want to make sure that your main keyword is in front, so there's no confusion as to like what product your product would be when they see on the mobile. And also you want it to be written for shopper clarity and also for SEO. So you're writing for the shopper and also writing for the A10 algorithm as well. So for example, so I think like sometimes, it can't help it, but the brand itself, you have to put the brand on like the first part. But when you get the opportunity, your first keyword after the brand should be your main keyword. So this is like bed sheet holder. That's the main keyword. If you actually read the actual title, it actually makes sense in terms of what it is, right? It's not completely keyword stuffed, right? I know there's a bed sheet holder. It's also a band. It's elastic for the corners, and it's gray, and it's for king size. So I kind of understand what it's saying. At the same time, there's enough keywords in here to kind of talk to the A10 algorithm as well. So you need to be able to have like a title that is like optimized for both the shopper and also for the A10 algorithm. Lastly, the title and bullets should be written for both long and short form readers. A lot of readers would not read the entire bullets, but at least have like the main points like written either in brackets or in uppercase, so they kind of know the main benefits and main point of this particular product. And if a customer wants to read it in more detail, they could. So you're actually writing for both type of shoppers, the one that wants to be really detailed and the one just basically briefly want to understand what the product is. And then there is the search term. So the back-end search term, so that would be if you actually go to your listing. I think all Amazon sellers should more or less know this, and if they actually, when they optimize the listing, that's one of the key things that they should be optimizing for. So under the keywords, you see like the search term, right? You have around 250 characters to put your main search term here. So basically title, bullet points, and search term, all three elements, you want to be consistently refining them. This is not a set and forget. This is just doing the hard work of going in there monthly, looking at good new keywords and search term, and try to constantly improve it as time goes on with your listing. Because the Amazon marketplace is fluid, right? There's always going to be new search term all the time. So you want to be able to catch a new search term as soon as possible and put it into your listing and have it indexed before your competitors do. So we talk about like optimization and probably refining keywords. Then how can we actually get the underlying data to refine these elements? There are two ways that you could actually find good keywords for your product. Number one, that would be the search term reports on your Amazon ad report. So you would actually go to your ad console, go to reports, ad reports, and you will be loading up sponsored product search term report, right? You can also load the search term report for other advertising type as well if you actually run them. And when you actually open up your search term report, it would kind of look like this. And then it would be up to you to kind of go in there, see which customer search term converted for your particular product, and see if there's any opportunity to add it into either your title bullets or your search terms. The second way to find nuggets of good keywords is going to the search query performance report under the brand analytics area. So in your Seller Central, if I go back to my Seller Central, if I go under brand analytics, and on the top part, there's a search query performance. And under here, right, you could see certain queries that is related to the products that are related to brand, and their search query score, their actual search volume, very important factor as well, and also the brand share, basically how dominant are you, how dominant your brand is for this particular search term in terms of click share, add to carts, and also purchases as well. So if you actually see a brand share that is relatively low, for example this one for me, then you could probably want to target this or add this into your search term titles or bullets, looking for those type of opportunity to further refine your listing to be the most optimal as possible. So to summarize, growth, there's really two components to it: increase in traffic and also improvement in conversion. And in terms of traffic, there is three ways to really grow your traffic. That is advertising, product growth, and also listing your product in different marketplaces. And in terms of conversion, there is listing optimization that you can pull as a lever, and there is SEO that you can pull as a lever as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're looking to grow your business your Amazon business, that is, and also grow your audience from off Amazon traffic, I suggest you to check out LandingCube. LandingCube is an Amazon specific landing page builder that allows you to collect emails and also monitor your off Amazon traffic, such as Google ads, Facebook ads, and also TikTok ads. Sign up now for a 21-day free trial in the link below. Until the next video drop, happy selling, guys.